Hey, wherever you're joining me from, you made it to Wednesday. My name is Reg and I'm joining you from Perth. Like I will always say, life is good, God is great, and situations are awesome. When we go through a situation and challenges in life, guess what? They make you unbeatable, unbreakable, and man, you are undefeatable. This is the African story. So today we're talking about wilderness. What is wilderness and what does it mean for you? And what does it mean for me? And how we can learn from our wilderness and be receptive to the lessons that our wilderness is teaching us. For the purpose of this recording, wilderness is not defined as walking in a physical wilderness, but it is defined for many people as dealing with a long-lasting pain or illness, feeling regretful or guilty, dealing with a failed marriage, being abandoned, being rejected or neglected, dealing with failing as a parent, unable to keep a job, suffering from a terminal illness, fighting your way through injustice, dealing with domestic violence, being abused as a child, or for others, wilderness can be defined as being wrongfully imprisoned, dealing with substance and alcohol abuse, dealing with infertility, dealing with mental illness, and dealing with financial or material lack. So I don't know what your definition of your wilderness is, and I don't know what your wilderness means to you and what you define. But however, walking through a wilderness is never easy for anybody, but it gets better and better every time. The reason why it gets better is because every time we go through a wilderness, we learn something different. We learn something new. We learn something empowering, and we learn something that strengthens us to be better than who we were yesterday. We also learn critical and vital lessons from those wilderness that we go through. So, what lessons do wilderness teaches us? And what lesson is your wilderness teaching you? I don't know what your lesson is, and I don't know what your wilderness is teaching you, but wilderness teaches one to be kind, to be patient, to be strong, to be resilient, to be compassionate, to push forward, to not give up, to be a survivor and to be a hunter, to be able to manage your emotions, to be mature intellectually. And also, wilderness teaches you to see the best in people and give them chances. It teaches you to not only be a prey, but also to be a predator at times. Wilderness also teaches you to be dependable and dependent. It teaches you to be honest, reliable, and accountable. It teaches you to stand tall, to walk, and to grow. It teaches you to be not judgmental towards others, and it also teaches you to see the good, to see beyond, and to see the unseen. So I don't know what your wilderness is teaching you, but it is there and it has occurred to teach you something vital about life. Something to empower you and something to give you a voice to bring change to somebody tomorrow. So do not be quiet about your wilderness. Share your lived experience with somebody and help save their lives. And always keep in mind there is somebody who is going through the exact same thing that you have gone through. And hearing your story and an encouraging voice from you will help make the journey in the wilderness easier and manageable. So how do we overcome our wilderness? Well, first of all, you can learn to embrace your wilderness and be receptive to the lessons that it is teaching you. In that way, it will help you evolve and become the champion that you were created to be. So whatever your wilderness is, keep in mind that it is not there to destroy you, but it is there to build you and to make you. The question now remains, how long do you want to stay in your wilderness for? Are you going to stay there, inside, regretful, lonely, in the dark forever, and remaining a prey? Or are you going to stand up, strengthen your feet, and be the brightest that you can be in your wilderness and shine and get yourself out of it? How you manage your wilderness will determine how long you stay in it. So, remember also, your wilderness does not define you, but how you apply the lessons that it teaches you determine how long you stay in it, and it determines how it impacts your life.